Right over here, just how close the flames were to these homes. Plenty of speculation about when and who Hillary Clinton will announce as her vice president running mate. You see some boats tied up here. This is part of the Intracoastal. Dr. Carson spoke with us exclusively, one-on-one at his home in Palm Beach County, Florida. White House just confirming again moments ago that the president is on time, expected to have wheels down here at PBIA right at 5:45. Closer to the mangroves, and he said he had just a split second to make a life or death decision. We're suiting up for a training simulation.
Hey, I don't want to hurt myself.
I'm going to have my photojournalist Ernie Isgro pan over to the left here. I want to show you a little bit in the distance. And the governor is saying there is still much more work to be done as you look live overhead here on board Marine Watch 12. Water level here is about 11 feet. What we do know is that Hillary Clinton has made her decision, but it has been a closely guarded secret. President Obama expected here late this afternoon. And when he gets here, he's really going to have two main points of concentration. That is energizing the Democratic base, as well as trying to woo more of those independent and undecided. Florida's nickname is the Sunshine State, and all that sunshine means hot and dangerous temperatures, a potentially deadly combination.
The fires are mostly contained, but tonight crews are worried hot spots could reignite the flames. CBS 12's Greg Angel is live for us tonight in Stuart. Greg?
Yeah, John and Liz, those hot spots, the big concern here. As you take a look, you can see everything from the treetops to the ground, all charred. But I want to show you this right over here, just how close the flames were to these homes. And the people who live here in this neighborhood say their homes would not be here if it weren't for the quick actions of first responders. With his cell phone in one hand, a water hose in the other, Scott Eves races to save his house.
We were extremely concerned.
The inferno of flames just feet away.
What surprised us about the fire was how fast the flames actually were traveling.
He and his neighbors given just minutes to get what they can and get out.
You really have to evaluate what's important when everything can be lost. You have 5 minutes to grab what's important to you. So it really kind of changes your perspective.
These guys are great. We have the best neighborhood.
Doreen Gelsbach and Scott Eves are neighbors.
While we were in the house, it came over the top of the house and the front was white. And it ran through my mind real quick. Let's get out of here. Who cares?
They live just feet from where brush fires scorched 23 acres of land. The fire is tonight believed to have been started in some way by an ATV rider, something that people who live here say is common. Both neighbors tell me they believe if it were not for the first responders, their homes would not be here.
There was about 12 firefighters here, and they saved the house. Hands down, they saved my house and they saved the neighbor's house. Hands down, because that fire was coming.
Now tonight, other than potential hot spots, the other concern here is exactly how dry the ground still remains. That is why fire crews are warning homeowners tonight to take precautions. For example, make sure that their own lawns are properly watered and not dried out either. Reporting live in Stuart, Greg Angel, CBS 12 News.
How you doing, young man?
It's before 5 in the morning.
A great day today.
And these veterans are ready to go.
There you go.
Ahead is a 2-hour honor flight to Washington, D.C., where our area's World War II and Korean War veterans will get a chance to visit war memorials for their very first time. It's a journey years in the making. The trip begins with a hero salute at Palm Beach International Airport and a hero's welcome in Washington, D.C.
Until we meet once more, I will start the army.
We're so glad to have you.
Hugs.
Welcome to Washington.
And handshakes. Cheers. And cowbells. The scene soon changing to one of silence. Shattered by the tolls of another bell and a single trumpet playing taps. Here at Arlington National Cemetery,
I'll be frank with you.
It's a bittersweet visit for veterans like Bob Erskine of Jupiter. You see, Bob made it home from the front lines of war, where he served as an Army medic. But his brother Gene, 4 years his senior, did not.
His body wasn't found because he was a pilot in a plane that crashed in the Pacific.
here in the midst of endless rows.
There's a memorial there for him, and I wanted to go see it one time before I pass away.
And say thank you to him and the more than 400,000 other soldiers buried here at Arlington who served our country. Their sacrifices etched in stone in nearby monuments.
All of these, not Sicily, I was headed for that, but then they pulled me out.
For many, like 100-year-old Anthony Perguino, this is the first time they've ever seen these memorials that were built in their honor.
That reminds me, when I see these things, I know what happened there.
Perguino was a code breaker in World War II, helping to intercept and decipher enemy codes.
I was almost a prisoner of war.
Most veterans here will tell you about their close calls.
The good Lord let me live.
In 1942, a then 6'2", 16-year-old Lamar Parker actually snuck his way into the Navy, where he lied about his age to become a pilot of a Kingfisher like this one, hunting enemy submarines.
This monument here is a tribute to those people who died for their liberty.
With tears in his eyes and pride in his heart, Lamar Parker says it brings him joy knowing that the sacrifices of many have not been forgotten, that their names and stories are still being told. Everywhere they went, people simply saying thank you.
Thank you for your service.
That was fabulous. That brought tears to my eyes. I was real thankful.
So if two simple words can make men of steel smile, you can imagine how they felt coming home to this.
Greg Angel of our West Palm Beach station, WPEC, is in Vero Beach, where flooding is a major concern. What are conditions like there this morning, Greg?
Good morning, Anne-Marie. As you see just from our shot, a little bit of moving around. We are right now in the midst of hurricane force winds. We are now here in Vero Beach in Indian River County, right on the East Coast. So I want to show you a little bit behind me here. You see some boats tied up here. This is part of the intracoastal, and you can see the boats doing a little bit of bobbing. This is actually good because looking at the position of the storm out in the Atlantic, we could have definitely gotten a more targeted hit from this storm, and the damage could have been far worse. However, the concern is far from over. Let me walk over here and kind of show you. This is the intracoastal. This is a very low-lying area, and the water is already creeping up to the edge.